Just there. Oh, yes. Oh my God, that's... Arrow. It's so... I can't believe I've been giving this information away to my students for years, but I've never used it myself. I'm using it myself at the moment. I'm arrowing. I've been wild with my driver lately. I've employed this for that I'm going to share with you today. Real good visual cue to try and hit straighter shots. It's basically helping me control the club path number. If I get my club path into zeros, I generally hit the ball quite straight because I control face. This is working. Why have I not done it before? That's a horrible toe and it's still finding target. This is like cheating. So for years of coaching, I've seen students struggle with their takeaways. And what happens when they struggle with their takeaways? It could be that they're whipping it too far inside or whipping it kind of club getting out, hands going in, hands going out, club going in. I've seen every kind of variation. Is it kind of sets the theme up for the whole move. And only really world-class players that you see with funky takeaways have the skills and matchups to kind of fix it. Often everyday golfers, they don't. And they crash and they struggle to hit driver as straight as they want to. Because often the pushback is, yeah, but we see this player go this way and this player go that way. That is fine. It works for that player. And often if they are already a tour player or they are a world-class player, why would you fix something that isn't harming them? For lots of amateurs, I see themes of breaking down takeaways where hands and head get all in a mess. Then in turn, we see poor deliveries through poor club paths, resulting in poor distance through lack of strike, poor distance by more curvature. So the straighter you can make your club path, the less chance you've got of curvature. So by definition, there's a good chance you'll hit it further. The more you hit too much from the inside or the out, there's going to be more curvature. Those drives generally go shorter. And I want you hitting your driver longer and straighter, like I have found my little secret for my swing now. And it's so simple. This is what I love. So what you're going to do is set yourself up to the ball. And I've got my driver in hands. And all I'm going to do is look down at my hands. Now my hands, as I look down, basically fall kind of over the balls of my feet. So I would say my right hand is just in front of my feet from my perspective. My gloved hand, my left hand is kind of in line with the toes and the thumb just slightly forwards. Now, if you're not seeing that, if you're someone who's out here and you see the feet kind of through the gap here in your arms, you're too far away. This isn't going to work. This is rare, but if you're seeing the feet too far forward of your hands when you look down, you're probably too close. So easy way just to work out your distance from the ball, set yourself up. You want to try and get the middle of your hands, so where they kind of couple on the top in the middle here, under your chin. You can literally just drop a ball from your setup. And that's basically landing kind of on the fleshy top meaty pad. Just to make sure you're in the right distance from the golf ball to make sure this works to hit pure drives. So from this position where I'm now seeing my hands kind of dissecting my toe line, I can use that toe line to direct my club path. So I'm going to just pull this club gently back, and what I'm going to try and do is cover my right foot up with my hands. So basically, if I was to push my hands out, club back, hands over here, I can see my foot inside. Let's say hands go in, club goes in, foot's pushing forward of my hands as I look down from my perspective. So I'm basically using the toe line and my hand line to marry up. And why this works is it's allowing me to just connect the head, the hands and the turn all together to get into this much more locked and loaded position here. And why is this important? Because it is the theme for your whole swing. For so many of you, unless you do quirky matchups, it's the theme of everything. Ask any good coach, you're going to see patterns. Golfers who go this way tend to come this way. Golfers who maybe bring everything back too far inside can go both ways, that way and that way. We see these patterns time and time again. Using your toe line is a great way of controlling that backswing, but it doesn't end there. It can help you control your downswing too. So this is how I would make it work in a shot. I'm going to walk into a shot, and what I'm going to do is just going to demo that over the ball. So I can do this on the tee, little kind of waggles where I'm lining the hands up with my feet line. And I'm going to put that feeling into my shot. But remember, the backswing is a theme. Some themes are broken. There are a couple of themes that can happen. So people who do X pattern in the takeaway can do 2 or 3 downswings. This is why using it on the downswing is also great for controlling path for longer, straighter tee shots. So on the downswing, what I'm going to do is line my hands up with that right toe again. So I'm going to cover up the toe as I move down into the ball. I'm not going to hold on to angles and do it. I'm going to let the club drop also, but my hands at the moment, from my perspective, are covering up my right foot. So if I'm someone who wants to throw this way out quite early, I can see my foot inside of my hand. If I'm someone who wants to give it the thrust and this way, it's my arm that's covering up that foot. Hands are kind of coming from behind that position. So to get a feeling of getting that club path not only on the way back, working, but then also on the way down, just get your hands to track your toe line. Such a good way of working in good club paths. Like that, that's a rocket. Lovely and straight. I'm using this myself to try and help me get on the seniors tour. If you want to find out how I'm doing with that, watch this video. It's my first 18-hole round where I actually tried to keep score. Remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed already.